Namaskar Friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. I hope you guys have started your new year with giving attention and priority to your career, health, family, and personal happiness, most importantly. So, guys, we have had our discussion for the new year predictions from the ascendant or the moon sign, which definitely gives emphasis that in which specific area of your life planets are going to be influencing you. But when it comes down to my own handpick way of assessing any new year's vibration, I generally give attention to two things. First, definitely is the from my ascendant, how planets are gonna be influencing me, and second is from numerology, the personal year concept. So look at the numerology's personal year predictions in a way that the moral, the motivation, the divine lessons are somehow connected with the personal year vibration. What sort of approach and attitude you need to follow, what sort of lessons you need to embrace, that we generally get to know from the numerology's personal year calculation. So for all those people who do not know how to calculate the personal year, that is very simple. All what you have to do is that you have to just consider your date of birth, month of birth, and add it with the universal year in consideration. So for example, I'm recording this video on January 4th. So if you are born on January 4th, so your personal year will be calculated as 1 for January, 4 for your date of birth, and you have to add it with the 2024. So now the whole sum total of that number will give you number 13, and you have to reduce it to a single digit. So adding 13, 1 plus 3 will give you 4. So that means someone who is born on January 4th, he will be in the personal year vibration of 4 in the year 2024. So yes guys, after this now we will shift our discussion to understanding that basis the different personal year vibration, what sort of lessons are waiting for you to be unraveled, explored in this amazing year. So now guys, starting first with the personal year 1. So the result or the lessons for you are: individualize yourself in every way. Hold fast to your own ideals and purposes. Be independent and follow your own counsel. First, making sure you are right. Go straight on and don't turn aside for things or people. Hold a listening ear, but for the voice within instead of without. Make the change you were contemplating. Promote your new scheme or make some addition to your present line. You are at the turn of the road. Change is in the air. This is the opportunity you have been waiting for the past 9 years. You are at your height of power. This is your planting time. Hold a constant picture of the thing you want to be doing and the person you want to be at the close of the next 9 years. Plant the kind of seed you want to see come up. Whatever you sow now, you will reap later. Above all else, don't be lazy. Now guys, the lessons for the personal year 2 vibrations. So this year, the seeds you planted in the 1 means last year will germinate. This is a time not so much for action as for attraction. Things will come to you if you are quiet and receptive. You are ready for accumulation. Keep an open mind. Study all you can and acquire new information on the subject which interests you the most. Plan to work with others instead of trying to go it alone. Keep calm and cool and pleasant. Strengthen your friendships. Keep your goal in mind and collect things that will help you to reach it. New opportunities and privileges will drop into your lap if you don't make too much effort to seek them. Be patient. Don't expect to see any results from last year's planting. Fertilize the soil and wait for things to grow below the surface. Don't be sensitive. Do the small things and most importantly, wait. Now talking about people who have 3 personal year. This is the year for you to cultivate the society of your old friends and make new ones. Plan to do a lot of entertaining, and accept invitations. The conditions around you are cheerful and optimistic. You will not be overburdened with responsibilities and may safely take some time off to enjoy yourself. You may have a tendency to scatter your energies and undertake too many things at a time. So be careful to finish one thing before starting another. Be happy, but don't give yourself over to frivolity. You may hold fast to a purpose and still not be overshadowed by gloom. Some of the flowers planted in the personal year 1 means 2 years back should begin to show their heads. Enjoy them. You are in a halo of light, art, beauty. Let others enjoy it. Now, for all those people who have their personal year as 4, this is your year to work. If you are too easy on yourself or do too much loafing, you will probably suffer in health, so you won't get much satisfaction out of your leisure. You must dig and hoe and cultivate and build if you want to have a real vacation next year. Test everything for practicality and stability. Square up past mistakes and figure out how to avoid new ones. Work out all the details of that project you have been turning over in your mind. Strengthen all its weak places. Put all your affairs in the perfect order. Look well to your health, especially in matters of diet. Be sane and rational in all things. Try to keep yourself busy. Now, the theme for the personal year 5 vibrations. This year, you should feel as free as the air to go where you please, but by all means, go somewhere, for your opportunity will be found outside the ordinary routine. Let go of many old things and make room for new ones. Welcome new situations, places, and people. This is a year of progress. If you have a business of your own, present it with a new angle. Do a lot of advertising. Don't let the prevailing atmosphere of change and variety make you restless. Take advantage of it to learn something new. Don't scatter yourself and burn up all of your energies. Let your adaptability keep the balance between concentration and explosion. Do a variety of things, but let each one be of use to you. Get out of the rut. Now for the personal year vibrations 6. This year you have more responsibility than you had in the last year. Don't plan to be too personal, for you will be needed in many directions and will be called upon to make adjustments for those less able to do so than you are. Narrow yourself down a bit and plan to enjoy your home life. You will be surrounded by love and friendliness and contentment. If you allow yourself to attract them, be very thorough and conscientious about everything you do, finishing all you undertake. Don't hustle or bustle, just ease things into the places that fit them. It isn't a year for big accomplishment, and things may seem to be at a standstill, but the law is working unceasingly and making many unseen adjustments in your own life. It is the most personal of all the vibrations, and what is mine shall see my face. This has to be your attitude. A fine and friendly influence for marriage and all home conditions. Now for the personal year vibration 7. This is the year for the spiritual hen to sit upon her nest, not a happy time for social activities or too much association with crowds. Plan to spend a good deal of time alone and get acquainted with your powers, past mistakes, and future desires. Don't brood over the past. Simply look it over and put it where it belongs. Let everything pertaining to business remain where it is. It is not a time for expansion or change, only for reflection and perfection. Analyze everything you have or are doing. Deepen the roots of everything that is worth keeping. It is a good financial vibration if you don't strain after money for its material uses. Await developments. Now for the personal year vibration 8. This is your power year. Now is the time to make great forward strides. Through work, effort, and activity, you put yourself under the law of compensation and should now see much of the fruit of your planting. Activity is your keynote. The whole world is your field. Gather all your forces together and branch out. Plan, think, and act. Compel things to come to you and to work for you. Deal out full measure of justice in everything you do. There are big things to be done and big opportunities for their doing. Power is in the air for you. Now, for the personal year vibration 9, this is the time to weed the garden at home, in business, or personal relationship. It is not always an easy year, for the old stumbling blocks will appear unexpectedly upon the path, and if you don't take the trouble to roll them out of the way, they will trip you up and maybe lay you up. Things that have been lagging behind must be finished up this year and all accounts paid in full. Do it now. It must not be carried over. You will find the year full of love and happiness if you don't make of yourself the center of the universe. This is a friendship year, but it is also the time to take the inventory. You are in process of completion, the preparation for a new beginning of 9. Cultivate music, writing, nature, and all the arts. Express love to the many and toleration to all. Finish up and throw out all that has delayed or hampered you. So this is something, friends, which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For furthermore updates and notifications on the divine science of astrology and numerology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Instagram account. Thank you.